spots it's not as thick as I wanted it to be, but we had a bunch of black-bellied whistling ducks in here that, you know, they were eating into it pretty good. So we're gonna overseed it again tomorrow, just to kind of thicken it up. It's gonna be a few weeks behind, but it's not a big deal. And then over here, you can tell we've been letting the water get low over here. We're actually gonna pump from this side to this side next week. So the new rice seed and all that will have some, it'll have some moisture on it. So, all right, let's put a fence up. Oh my goodness, I made a mess. That is not cool. Anyway, using the poly wire as soon as I get it untangled, and I've got that, yeah, the new box from Tractor Supply back there. Let me get this worked out. Well, time to plant. Pump this little bit of water off this side. Pump it over here on the rice. The horses ate the rice up real bad, but it's starting to make a comeback. Turning green again. I got some 46% nitrogen fertilizer we're going to put on it. We're going to flood the nitrogen to it. Before we do that, we're going to flood this side. Get it a good wet soil bed again, having a good mud stop. We're going to overseed some more rice back on it, and then we're going to fertilize the same day we rice seed, or we overseed. Before we do that, obviously we're going to pump the water back off of it so it's a good wet seed bed like this is. Well, after the rain, and you can barely see that right there, but after the rain, there's a lot of new growth here. Starting to green up. It just might shake back. And of course, you got the rice over there just looking scrumdiddlyumptious. All right, I'm going to do an update. I'm going to make it quick because it is hot. There's the rice. It's coming up pretty good. The millet's on the other side. I can see it from here. It looks like it's going to go ahead and shake back pretty decent. There's Buddy and Gypsy, which Buddy, if y'all follow the channel, you know who he is. And Gypsy, she's my new puppy. She is a Goldador. She's pretty awesome. But got the water pumping. I don't have it running wide open. I got it pumping, I don't know, a quarter throttle, because I plan on letting it slow fill for a couple of days. I don't want to just flash flood everything. It's really, really dry, so it's going to take time to soak in. My plan is I'm going to pump into the rice, flood it, and as it fills up, I can let it equalize over onto the millet, because I don't want to completely flood the millet out, but at the same time, I want it to have a pretty good bit of moisture on it. So let's go check the millet out. Oh yeah, it's coming on up. What little bit's left. I haven't been over here in a few days, been working. Yeah, it's actually coming up. You can see the places where it died out. But yeah, it's gonna come on up, I guess. It's supposed to rain in 2 days, so we're gonna fertilize on top of the millet. My plan is to fertilize the top of the millet before it floods over from the rice and before this rain. So it's gonna be pretty good. Y'all can see the rice is pretty tall. You can see a couple of little holes there right in front of the blind. This stuff is starting to look really good. It's starting to look really good. I almost just stepped on a snake, a little water snake, but still just enough to, make you worried. Look how tall it is. Yes, nowhere near as tall as it's gonna be. Excuse me, I'm using my phone, not my GoPro today. Nowhere near as tall as it's gonna be, but it's coming on up. Once it gets a good little bit of water on it, it's gonna do great. You can see a little open hole right here in front of the blind. Just kind of a low spot, but it left a natural landing zone for the ducks. So, but yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and flood everything, and hopefully it works out good. And like I said, I'm glad to see the millet's coming up any at all. It's been planted for, I don't know, 3 weeks. Hasn't really done much. Y'all excuse the shaky camera. My arms are tired. But anyway, there it is. Once I get it flooded, I'll do another update video. Thank y'all for following along. Thank y'all for watching. And it's coming. Duck season's coming. It'll be here before we know it, guys. I know we're all kind of ready for it to happen right now. But we'll see y'all in a little bit. Thank y'all for watching. Oh, what's going on? Welcome back. Still pumping, which is good. Pump ran all night. Still pumping real good. I ran it at a quarter throttle because I have my suction line in more of a shallow part of the bayou that I'm pumping out of. So I didn't want to risk it, pumping real hard and start, as the water level kind of gets low in that area. Didn't want to risk it sucking dry right there at the suction line and, risk burning my pump up while I was asleep last night and not checking everything. But y'all check this out. Check this out. You ready? Boom. She's flooded, babe. Now it's not flooded as deep as it's gonna be, but it is flooded and completely covered with water, which is great because it's rice. Oh man, it's looking good. Looking good. I figure another few weeks and we'll have some seed heads on it and stuff. It's gonna be good. So since the water's doing that good, I am going to go over to our equalizer pipe we got going under the levee here, and you can see some of the Japanese millet's actually coming back. I didn't think it was going to, but it is. Probably going to be a little bit later crop than what I wanted, just because no rain and kind of being dry. It ain't been fertilized yet, and we're gonna see what it does. I'm gonna fertilize it today with a hand seeder and some triple 13 fertilizer. We got some rain coming, should be good, and get it fertilized. But I'm gonna go right now and I'm gonna open our equalizer pipe up, and I'm gonna let some of that water drain over to this side just to soak the ground. I'm gonna fertilize it before I do that, so that way as the water comes in, it'll be barely trickling over here, so we ain't got to worry about it washing away, nothing like that. So it's supposed to start raining tomorrow night, and it's supposed to rain for a few days, so we're gonna pump on it all day today. Go ahead and get the rice flooded in good, and probably cut the pump off for a couple of days, see what the rain does. Got a storm coming in. I just don't want to over flood the millet. The rice, as far as the rice is concerned, it's good to go. It's good to flood. It's 18 inches tall, 24 inches tall in some spots. Man, it's 2 feet tall over there by the blind and back here in this corner. But we're gonna see how it does. But here's that update. Yeah, see y'all here in a little while. So, well, went and got a new bag seeder because, you know, a little broadcaster, a little hand broadcaster, because lost mine last year at some point during the food plot planting. But anyway, put a little gas in the Ranger. We're gonna head back here and fertilize the peas, the little bow food plot. Then we're gonna fertilize the brown top millet up by the house. It's way up there. Then we're gonna go fertilize the Japanese millet. So it should be good. Should be good. Let's get it done. Triple 13, 13, 13, 13. So 13% nitrogen, 13% phosphate, and then 13% potash. I was gonna use triple 10, but the local store that I get my stuff from, they were out of triple 10, and triple 13 is just as good. Just want to make sure that you're going to have some rain coming. You don't want to, you know, don't want to put too much. You don't want to broadcast it without rain coming. I cannot be the only person in the world that absolutely hates vines. I need to look at the broadcast rate and see if I'm even putting enough. Established lawns, flowers, vegetables. That's what we're going to say. 13, 13, 13. 3/4 to 1 pound per 100 square feet. I'm not good at math. Let's go get the Japanese millet now. I still hear the pump running. Still hear water running. Looking good. Pretty good. See how hard it's pumping too. It's doing good. Doing good. Look at that duckweed coming in here too. That's good extra food. All that's gonna be pumping out of the bayou over there. So that's good. Running quarter throttle, pumping uphill about, I don't know, probably a 10 or 12 foot incline. Probably got 100 feet of pipe out. Doing good. Doing good. I think I'm probably gonna wait until this evening or early in the morning to put our fertilizer on the Jap, because, you know, like I said, I'm pumping. It's running good, but I'm pumping slow, and I want to make sure I've got enough water on this side that if the rain absolutely fails, you know, if it doesn't come through, then I can open the equalizer pipe and let it flow over. I want to have enough in this side that it'll completely cover the dirt on that side, so I need to have this side pretty full. Well, I just came over here and noticed this. These are a few of the plants. These are a few of the plants that didn't get ate up by the horses. Yes, my horses demolished the rice at first. Look at that. Got some seed heads on it. That one's already starting to sag a little bit. That's good though. It lets me know it is alive. It's gonna make it. Oh, look at that. Well, that makes me happy. Oh, it makes me happy. Oof. It's hot. Just got done eating lunch. If you're local, or if you're even from North Louisiana, anywhere around here, I'm gonna set y'all down. If you're from around here, Mad Jack's is the place to go. You got the best burgers around, I think. Really awesome food, really awesome people. Oof. Yeah, y'all from around here, check them out. But anyway, if you're new here, do me a favor, consider hitting that subscribe button. And I have a lot of hunting content coming out this year. I meant to do a lot last year, but everything was busy with the store and, you know, the brand and the company kind of kicking off. I just really, honestly, didn't even have time to hunt much less film those hunts. But, yeah, if you're new here, understand that the channel is kind of family friendly. We don't cuss on this channel. We don't act foolish. None of that. I do have a TikTok if you want to follow me on TikTok. TikTok is a little bit different. Every now and then I got some videos that have a little bit of cuss words in it and stuff, but there's not a lot of kids, not a lot of the younger generation that follow me on TikTok. And I'm gonna be honest, as a parent, I'm gonna tell you that kids shouldn't really be on TikTok anyway. TikTok's weird. But anyway, I also have an Instagram. If you want to check it out, Back 40 Outdoors, or Back 40 TV, I think, on Instagram, and on Facebook it's Back 40 Outdoors. So yeah, y'all check us out on all the social media. Back 40 TV on Snapchat. If you can't find it like that, the Snapchat username is MossyOak32. So, all right, so we're gonna head down here and put some gas in the water pump. If I don't, you know, waste all the gas on the way here, hitting all these bumps going too fast. But I'm in a hurry. There's always something to be done, and I feel like I have less and less time every day. So I'm gonna get down here, put the gas in the water pump. We're gonna keep it running steady, and I think it ran out of gas a little bit earlier, but we'll see when we get over here. So, hang tight. Be right back. All right. Well, yeah. Ignore my mess and my scrap pieces. I had to do some repairs on it. Pump's running. Pumping water again. We're pumping all the way up this 3-inch pipe, or no, 4-inch pipe. Pumping all the way up this 4-inch pipe over the levee there, back out into the rice. Morning. Say hey. 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 Hello. Hey. Not gonna do it? No? Okay. Oh, all right. All right. Good morning. Just checking the water, and it is looking great. Looking great. It's about halfway there, which is fine. Went back to slow pumping last night because the pump was losing prime. That water's just a little bit too shallow, and that pump, it pumps water so fast. It'll pull suction down so hard that it loses prime because it'll pull those air pockets. But just wanted to show you guys an update. We've got a lot of water. All of the rice is now flooded. We just got to get the water levels right. We've got 4 good days of rain coming from what I can tell. So we're going to fertilize and millet right before the rain, or maybe even during the rain, so it sits in there real good. But careful, buddy. Ridge, be careful. Thumbs up. But anyway, this is going to be the last little update to this video. We'll have more videos coming. I know a lot of y'all have been leaving me comments. Y'all are curious about the impoundment build and the planting and all that. This is how it's coming. This is the rice here. It's looking great. Looking really, really good. It doesn't look near as tall now that we've got some water on it, but it's pretty good. And I've actually already got some rice. I found it yesterday down on the other end, some of the more mature rice that was just doing better. It's actually starting to put on little seed heads, so it's pretty good. And yeah, I'm excited about it. So probably in a couple of weeks I'll do another update video on this specific project, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I think a lot of the main, you know, what I'm going to be the most curious about is this Japanese millet. Once I get it fertilized and it gets some rain on it, I can't wait to see how it turns out. As soon as it gets to where I can, I'm going to go ahead and flood this side too, so it doesn't dry back out. All of this you see that's green, it got brown and was dead and dehydrated. It was bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't good for sure. But I've had a couple of y'all also. Let me get my finger out of the way. I'm using my phone. What, you gonna drive? Yeah, I figured. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. You can drive. But anyway, I've had a couple of y'all asking me about merch and you know, hats and shirts, and I can't do that, but here, do this. I don't know if you can see that. It's probably terrible. But I've had a couple of y'all asking me about it, and yeah, so got a lot of stuff online. You can go to back40store.com, and that's where you'll find that at. Well, you gotta hit on my switches, huh? Wow. Ridge approves, by the way. Hey. Rah. Rah. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this update, this little video here. I know it's, you know, not really entertaining, but this is part of the process. Part of the process of getting the entertaining videos. We're gonna do a lot of duck hunting here this year. This whole entire hole is planted, and it doesn't look it, but it's right at 3 acres. It's just under 3 acres, to be honest. And then on this side right here, just some vacant area where the ducks are going to be able to sit and rest. But yeah, pump's still slow rolling, still pumping, still getting it. But yeah, I'm loving how this thing's turning out. I may plant all rice next year. I just love the way that rice looks. I don't know. We'll see what the Jap looks like. Be careful, bud. Sit down. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate all the support. I'm almost 2,300 subscribers, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm beyond thankful. I never thought I would make it that far, but it's all because of y'all. So anyway, that's it, and we will see y'all probably next week with another update. So stay tuned. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. High five.